Guten Tag, konnichiwa, aloha, and in whatever language, welcome to Phoenix Online Streams. Just gonna do a little change up here because we have changed the game, haven't we? Yes. Face Noir, click, and Oppo dates. There we go. So if it doesn't say we're playing Face Noir, just do a little refresh there, and we'll be good. All right. Missing. There we go. I think I can wear the big headphones today. Yes, that will be just fine. All right. I'm just gonna plug in here, and we'll get started. I'm gonna be honest. Probably gonna be a little bit lost when we start. It has been a couple of weeks, and when you do adventure games, you have to kind of make sure you know what you're doing and where you're doing it. All right, so we'll swap over to, here we go, and I'll click on this thing here, and then I'll click on this thing here. Hello, Siriar. There we go, everything is nicely arranged on my screens here. Aw, thank you. I'm very glad you would enjoy. Now then, I believe continue will just take me to the last save here. So we have to figure out who Girl is. And, oh, there we go. We're back at the docks for... This is where you wish you had. Oh yeah, had we bribed the station master with the fake booze yet?
It's the matchbox I found at the Melville port. It's got to belong to the guy who was following Sean. And
Okay,
maybe
we
he
did.
killed him. Too bad there are bits missing and I can't read it. But I'm sure it's the name of a store or some joint. I need to do some research in the phone book.
That's probably what we were doing next. Phone book research. Which means we have to go back to the office.
Where you want to go this time?
Ah, yes.
Essex Street, Lower East Side.
Whatever you want.
Thank you, stereotype man. Alright. Phone book. Where's the phone book?
A series of useless... As if there were...
Yes, yes. There it is.
Yes, this matchbox definitely comes from a store or joint in New York. Comparing it with the names of businesses in the phone book, I should be able to figure out the full name. And
Alright.
the address, too.
Thoughtfully stroke my beard here as we figure this out. The Little Peninsula. Rare books. Well, that was easy. Didn't even need to look it up.
I can see the word book on the matchbox. It must be a bookstore. Let's start looking from there.
Let's see here. Loopy-doopy-doo-blah-ba-doo. Is all of this book? That's a lot of bookshops, but I suppose it's all of New York, so they would have a lot of bookshops, wouldn't they? Alright, let's see here. If you're just joining in, this is Face Noir, the adventure game. I'm not seeing... the Little Peninsula. See, I was looking in L's. Usually you would have it sorted by L, and then V would be in, like, parentheses and things.
Little Peninsula.
There you
The
go.
name matches. It's a bookstore on the Upper East Side, on 65th. I think I better
upper.
check it out.
East
I don't need the
side.
matchbox anymore. I can leave it here.
All right, so let's go investigate the little peninsula. Click, click. Click, click. And this way, I almost got that confused again. Yeah.
Where you want go this time?
We got a new place, Chon. Let's go.
65th Street, Upper East Side.
Whatever you want.
And here I am on the Upper East Side. Luxury stores, offices of diplomats, and gentlemen with deep pockets. A right place to work on my intolerance of hypocrisy.
Oh, yeah. Where is he? Oh, he's way over there. All right.
Little Peninsula, rare and limited edition books. There's no question that the matches I found at the port are from here. But how could an antique bookstore on the Upper East Side have anything to do with Sean's death? Maybe I'm on the wrong track. Or maybe this bookstore does more than just restoring books.
Yeah, maybe they make those
Closed.
those
It's the middle
clever.
of the night.
Oh,
I don't see why a bookstore should be open at this hour.
well, okay. We're gonna go around. We're supposed to be doing snooping. Come on, man, do some snooping.
So, in theory, these crates should contain materials to bind books, or something else useful for an antique bookstore. But I recognize the stamp of booze transports on a couple of these crates. I didn't remember that you needed gin to restore books.
Breaking a window? Come on now.
I'm not going to pick up every object that I find around.
So they're trafficking liquor, huh?
There's a call box near the door.
Well, let's use the call box. Beep.
Yes?
Hi, is this the Little Peninsula warehouse?
Yes, of course. Can I help you?
I'd like some information.
If you want information about our catalog, you can come by tomorrow morning when we're open. Unfortunately, we're doing inventory at the
Hello,
moment.
Dragon Zib. How you
Unless you
doing?
reserved a book, I can't be of any help.
Ooh. What if we reserved a book?
I reserved a book.
Can you please give me the title?
A 29 Ben-Hur with a misprint on page 159.
Let me check. I'm sorry, sir. We don't have that book. If you come back tomorrow, we can reserve it.
Chandler,
Chandler. Sorry.
Darn.
forget it.
Goodbye.
An inventory in the middle of the night. It might be untrusting, but I don't buy it. There has to be something else under this place.
Yeah. Like bodies. No.
It looks like no one's in there.
Beep. And here I thought I would, you know, just have to use my lockpicking skills.
Closed.
I don't think they'll let me use my lockpicking skills, will it?
No clue. At least none that makes any sense.
That was my lockpicking kit, right?
These are my lockpicking tools.
Yeah,
These
alright.
trin-
So that's not going to be any help, is it? What does that... What else we got over here?
Maybe I could find something interesting in the mailbox about this alleged bookstore. Well, if they use the lie about the inventory, I'll use the lie of being the mailman to get a look at their mail.
Ha! Ho ho!
The box has a lock. I need a cylindrical key to open it.
You have got to be kidding me! Where on earth will I find a cylindrical key?
No clue.
And of course, being a cylindrical key, I can't use my lockpicking
Not the
tools.
right tool.
Yeah. Right. Alright, so... Still have some digging there, yeah. I wish it was lockpicking time, that'd be easy.
Empty boxes. Nothing interesting.
Oh, well, let's take the boxes.
It's fine where it is.
Oh.
They've even pasted the alleys with this crap they call electoral campaign. I think I can do without it.
Really? Because... Aw.
Simple dumpsters. I've said it many times. I'm not putting my hands in the trash.
Del Nero is no fun. I'm just gonna say that right here. But do. Alright, I've looked at everything. No keys.
I'm not going to pick up every object that I find around.
For shame, Del Nero. Alright. So where would one hide a key? What else we got here?
This building seems slightly dowdier than the others. Second-class aristocrats must live here.
I imagine we can't go
Don't
in
have
any of
reason to
these,
go in
yeah.
there.
Okay. What's this?
Dumpsters, nothing special.
Well then why never mind.
Even with the economical crisis, the Upper East Side continues to be full of luxury restaurants.
All of
Doesn't
them
matter
closed.
how bad things are. As long as people can afford a $10 steak, we'll be convinced that everything is okay.
How long has it been since a $10 steak was okay?
The signboard for one of the many joints in the area. The same guys that championed Prohibition 10 years ago are now regulars at joints where half-naked women serve booze. Times change, hypocrisy remains. Little peninsula. There's no quest,
Yes,
but
yes.
how could... Maybe I'm on the...
Alright, well, let's explore this away. What else we got?
A post box. I have nothing that needs to be sent right now. Jones Antiques. Inside there are old vases, antique furniture, and other things that I'd never buy. I don't see any...
Well, Trat. Alright, so I'm missing. Yeah, the post box. Can't really do anything with the post box. I mean, unless I could mail, but
Greta's handkerchief. I'd better wash it before...
yeah, that's not it. Hum 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 hum.
I better stay on the sidewalk.
Yeah, stay on the sidewalk. Now, it's been a few weeks since I played this last, but I am kind of at a loss. If we could get into the mailbox,
Where we go this time?
that would give us the order. But I can't think of anywhere to get a round key. It's not going to be at the museum anymore. We've pretty much cleared that out.
Essex Street, Lower East Side.
Whatever you want.
I'll take hints at this point if we are really lagging. I think I am going to get stuck at a couple places here. At the moment, though, I'm going up and looking at the apartment with the dead body. Stairs. That was apartment number... this one. Apartment this one. There you go.
There's a pantry here. There's enough food for a month. I'm not the... Even if my...
We might have
Old
looked
trunk.
through all this
There's
already.
just a few blankets inside.
Need any blankets?
Seeing how this evening's turning out.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, the dead body there. Closet there.
Inside the closet, there's just a crutch and a few rags. Nothing else.
Yeah.
There isn't anything on the desk. I don't see...
And then there was nothing in the bathroom.
And there's nothing in the bathroom either.
Yeah.
Just some soap and a few...
Okay. We would need something specific. Can't look into the other apartments because they're...
Given how often these radiators work, they're more like...
So, if there is something, it's going to be downstairs in his office, Del Nero's office. So...
It's the power generator for this floor. It goes out at least once a week.
How would he know? He's always downstairs. A cylindrical key.
Documents, an ashtray, and takeaway...
Yeah, there's not too much in here. Let's see here. Look. Got some boxes, a wheel from a bicycle.
It looks like a statue of a seagull or a pigeon. I didn't remember having this junk in my storage room.
Where would I wash the handkerchief?
I can't reach it. Anyway, I doubt it's worth anything. Boxes, paper, documents on old cases. It's a card that allows me to access the...
Something you can roll up. Eh. I mean, we have various paper things, but I'd be really annoyed if that was a solution. I'm gonna be honest. If that's a solution,
just a stack of old documents.
photo
My homemade
developing.
photography lab. I developed the last...
I really wish we could just develop these photos. Like, we have them sitting in my inventory. And
I don't have the time or the intention to start developing photographs now.
Yeah, we do have some various paper things, but would that really work as a key?
When I rented this apartment, this thing was already there. It's kind of broken, but I didn't pay for it.
Alright, well. Clink. Yeah, we've looked around here already. There's nothing really jumping out at me. I can try it. Hey, you! Slavansky.
What can I do for you, Del Nero?
No, he doesn't have anything to say.
Goodbye, Slavansky.
Goodbye,
sink?
Del Nero.
Which sink? Not the one in his... Oh, yeah, in his bathroom. Yeah, let's do that.
No clue.
Well,
My 20 square feet of...
can't use bathroom.
No clue. At least none that makes any sense.
Yeah, sorry. That is just there for set dressing. Can't actually use the
No
bathroom.
clue.
Just like any other video game. Bathrooms don't work. As a quick reminder of where we can go, we have Del Nero's apartment, we have
you again. Where we go this
the
time?
bar, we have the police department, civic museum, and the port.
65th Street.
We just came
Upper
from the
East
port.
Side.
We went to the
Okay.
bookstore here. All right, let's take a look. Do.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I don't see...
Yeah, I don't think this is going to do anything.
No. Nothing to do. A box has a... Nothing to...
Is there an alternate? Hang on. Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm guessing it's just the one big hotspot. Money!
No clue.
No, I can't bribe the post box.
No clue.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Show!
Sean's bottle of rye. Rye. The strongest whiskey money can buy. And the cheapest, too. Only an Irish liver can stand this stuff. The keys of the car, of the office, and of something else that I don't remember anymore.
You know, I don't suppose.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Wouldn't that be silly if he just had the key on him?
No, it doesn't make any
Alright.
sense.
Be ridiculous. Alright. We can't be stymied. We cannot be stymied. I'm stymied. One sec. There we go. There we go. All right.
I better stay on the side.
Yeah, I didn't try his card, I guess, but
Maybe I could find...
no. Stop moving. Grr. Okay.
Yes, the license is thin enough to put it through the gap between the box and the counter. Let's see.
See, that's
Perfect. I opened it.
that is something that you should not do. If you want that to be a solution, you need to have previous use of that action. Because in the context of this video game, I would never have thought to do that. He keeps talking about the lock, how it's a cylindrical thing. Alright, we need a cylindrical key. Do not do that. If you want it to be flip the lock with a card, do something else, alright?
Luckily, no one has picked up the mail.
I'm just...
Let's take a look.
no.
It's a telephone bill. It's billed to a guy named Edward Marzetti. I've heard this name before, but where? Maybe it'll come to mind if I think about it. It's a telephone bill. It's billed... Maybe if I think...
Alright, time to do some thinking.
It doesn't make any sense.
So, the telephone bill and...
It doesn't make any sense.
no. Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Nope. Oh, hang on. Where? Ah, there it is.
That's right. Greta's show was called Marzetti's Cats. It's not a very common name. It's gotta be the same person. Maybe Greta will be able to tell me something about this guy.
Alright. We've got some progress. We can
I'd better put the bill back in its place.
just close this, and no one will ever know. Yes. Alright. I had to put Marcetti's Cats in front of it so it wouldn't be confused with
Ah, you again. Where we go
Andrew
this time?
Lloyd Webber's Cats. Alright, back to...
Essex Street, Lower East Side.
Whatever you want.
Come on, there it is. Alright. Greta. I found a phone bill about something with something something. Can you tell me about it?
Hi, Greta.
Hi, Jack.
Let's see here.
Do you know a certain Edward Marzetti?
Edward Marzetti. I haven't heard his name in years.
So you know him.
I am him.
Unfortunately, yes.
No, that's not right.
That's someone that I would have rather not known.
How do you know him?
Years ago, when I was still dancing, I worked at this little joint in Little Italy, New Naples. Marzetti was the owner. There were lots of joints like that at the time. There were at least a dozen on the same block. Marzetti bought them all over a few years. He became a sort of godfather in Little Italy. Whichever joint I had a show at, he was the owner.
What kind of guy is he?
The worst kind. He tries to pass himself off as this rich gentleman who supports the arts, theater, and shows. But he's really just a dirty businessman. His only real interests are women and money.
Interesting. Why was his name associated with your show in France?
He was the one who paid for everything. The dance company was pretty successful here in New York, so Marzetti suggested we go to France. With his typically bad taste, he called the show Marzetti's Cats. Despite the name, it was pretty successful. All the shows were sold out.
Have you ever worked for him again?
No, it's been years since I've been out of that circle.
Can you dance for me? Eh? Eh?
Do you know the Little Peninsula?
No, is it a joint?
The owner is your friend, Marzetti. It's an antique bookstore on the Upper East Side. At least, that's what it wants to look like.
Marzetti isn't a guy who spends his days talking about literature. There's definitely something underneath the surface.
Like bodies.
Sure about it. That's why I have to get in. There's a door in the back of the store, but I think that you need a password or a card to get in. Do you know how to get in?
I haven't been to those places in years, Jack. I don't know how I could help you.
Do you still have any friends in that circle? Do you know anyone who knows how to get in that joint?
Someone I could,
I know that I'll be
call.
sorry for what I'm about to tell you, but I think I know someone who could help you. And it's someone we both know.
Well, I don't want to find the
Your
bodies,
friend
but
Smiley.
it's sometimes
Smiley.
funny when I do.
Right. I think he works for Marzetti now.
How do you know that?
Before you got here tonight, he spent hours telling me about his new job. He never mentioned Marzetti, but he talked about a couple of joints he owned. If he doesn't work for Marzetti, he works for someone who works for him.
So
That's just
Smiley
the
might
kinda
know how to get
guy.
into the Little Peninsula.
Probably.
Great. How do we find Smiley now? Ugh.
Let's change the subject. About Smiley.
I hate that guy.
Me too.
Do you know where I can find him?
Not a clue, Jack. The thing
Blast.
that's important to me is that he stays far away from my joint.
If he really works for Marzetti, he'll know how to get into Little Peninsula.
You're a private detective. You won't have any problems finding out where he lives now.
Rushing into his house isn't an option. That guy isn't as dumb as he looks.
And he looks
I'd
pretty
guard
dumb.
Immediately if I showed up in the middle of the night.
So how do you want to see him?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I have a favor to ask you.
Let's see.
Gee, do I know everything I need to know, or do I have to do some calls first?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know if I have everything I need to know here. I wish I could, like, cross out things that I had done. That way things would, you know,
It doesn't make any...
make sense here. Yeah, I don't think I have everything. Because, yeah, I'm never going to use a blonde in Harlem again.
It doesn't make any...
So... Ugh.
It doesn't make any...
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Whatever.
Whatever.
He is often at the joint.
Tell me about it. He's here every day. He always gets here at 9 p.m., sits down, orders his stupid blueberry cocktail, and plants himself there.
Blueberry?
I hate him.
Do you have any idea why he always comes to your joint?
Unfortunately, yes. The slimeball decided he wants to marry me. He knows that I'm having a tough time with the joint, and he hopes I'll say yes rather than end up on the street.
There we go.
That's so like Smiley. I didn't think he had a crush on you.
I'd rather not know it either.
Yeah. So,
I have a...
Let's see.
can you call
If
Smiley?
Smiley's really sweet on you,
Thank
he
you.
won't say no to a date with you.
What? You want me to go out with Smiley?
No, I want you to
That's the
come
idea.
here, and
Jack.
then we jump
that's
him.
Out of the question. I don't have any intention of going out with him just to do you a favor.
Just call him
Calm down.
here,
You
and
won't
we
have
jump
to
him.
go out with him. You just have to make sure that he comes here.
See?
What do you mean?
Do you have a telephone upstairs?
Yes?
Okay. Call him and tell him to come to the joint.
And then we jump him.
Gets here. Say you have to go put some makeup on your face or any other thing that you broads do before you go out. And go upstairs and call my office. You have the number. Then I'll take care of Smiley.
Can't you go out with that thug?
Greta, if this wasn't the only way I have to get into Little Peninsula and figure out who that girl is, I would never ask you.
And I really want to jump the guy.
You now owe me 2 favors.
So I guess I'll buy you dinner twice.
You'll have to do a lot more than buy me dinner twice to pay off your debt.
I'll find a way. Call Smiley. I'll wait for the call in my office. If Smiley were to see me here when he got here, he'd get suspicious.
Okay.
All right. The
Good.
plan.
This must be Greta. Hello?
Jack, it's Greta.
Is Smiley there?
Yes, it's amazing how quickly he got here.
Typical.
He's downstairs. I came up with the excuse of putting my makeup on, but I can't make him wait all night, so hurry up and come here.
Did he come alone?
Yes, he's alone.
All right.
Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Jack, hurry up. I don't want that beast near me for another second.
I'm coming. I'd better head for the red tulip.
All right, 1 second here. Just gonna do a little save. Pause time. All right. We're gonna go so fast the game will just fade out and fade back in. Be there right the knight in soaking wet armor.
Here's Smiley. Let's see if I can get him to talk.
Hey.
Detective, what brings you here?
I want to jump
I
you.
saw the joint was open and I thought I'd pop in.
Throw a few
I'm
punches,
afraid
you know.
it won't be open long, though, since Miss Reed accepted my invitation for this evening.
Congratulations, Smiley. Now, besides being a crook, you've become a lady killer.
You aren't jealous, are you?
No, murder is a
Jealous
capital
of what?
offense.
Come on, Detective. Even you aren't immune to the charms of Miss Reed.
I guess she
Erica
prefers
Reed?
a man of your stature.
You're right. A woman like her needs someone who knows how to make her happy.
No, he's
who
saying you're
showers
short.
her with gifts and chauffeurs her around in luxury cars. I don't think that your detective's license gives you that luxury, does it?
I mean,
Doesn't look like it.
no. Well, let's just ask the questions and,
Do you know a certain Edward Marzetti?
Marzetti? No, I've never heard the name.
Don't play
Doubt.
the fool, Smiley. I know you work for him.
I don't know where you got that information, but it's not true, Detective.
I'm a detective. Yeah.
Do you know a place called Little Peninsula?
No, should I?
Yes, you do.
Damn snake. A nice hook to his solar plexus, and I could get him to say he wears women's underwear. But I can't risk it. I have to find another way to get what I want. See you, Smiley.
Goodbye, Detective. Goodbye.
Can I pay him?
No clue. At least none that makes any sense. blueberry juice. Only Smiley has the guts to drink this stuff. In all the time I've known him, I've never seen him drink real booze.
So maybe...
Maybe a little booze will loosen Smiley's tongue.
He's a featherweight. Come on, man.
I've never seen anyone let their guard down so much with just a little booze.
Even I'm better than that.
Let's see what he has with him.
He passed out.
Smiley had a few bucks and this piece of paper with him. The Art of Chess by Humphrey DeForest. It looks like the title of a book. I better remember it, and I better leave the paper where I found it. I've never seen anyone let their guard down so much with just a little booze. Let's see what...
Oh. I can't move him?
The Art of... I better remember.
I don't want to leave him just there, but alright. Yeah, I suppose he has been very helpful in his own way. Now let's get into that bookstore. Bookstore.
Where you want to go this time?
I want to go back to the bookstore.
65th Street, Upper East Side.
Whatever you want.
Yep. Here we are. Alright. Whatever. Let's push some buttons. Beep.
Yes?
Hi.
Hello, sir.
That's a very subdued beep out there you got there.
I reserved a book.
Can you please give me the title?
The Art of Chess.
The Art of Chess by Humphrey DeForest.
Ah, hi, Mr. Lowerstein. I'll get the door immediately.
She must not know what he looks like.
So is this how a bookstore's warehouse looks like? I have to start going to bookstores. It looks like they're less boring than what they say.
Yeah, this is what a Borders looks like. This is the coffee bar. And the manga is over here on the right side.
Except for a bottle of gin, there isn't anything that looks like real booze on these shelves. They all look like syrups or fruit juices.
Well, what do we got here? Hello.
A young, attractive bartender. Perfect for a place like this.
Should I talk to the bartender first? What do you think? Got some other places to look.
I admire how bad taste is just everywhere in this joint. Even the paintings show a complete lack of taste.
Music is okay, though. Alright, let's get some information.
Hello, sir. Do you want something to drink?
Yes, I'll have a whiskey. Make it a double. No rocks.
Sorry, we don't have whiskey.
What?
Don't have whiskey.
We only make cocktails here. We have more than 50, and they're all great. If I may, I'd suggest you order an orange gin. It's our best cocktail.
I bet that's one of those cocktails that has an orange slice, ice, and a little umbrella.
An orange slice, ice, and a nice little umbrella.
I hate umbrellas when it rains, let alone in a drink. Forget about it. I don't want anything.
Whatever you want.
Anyway, I'm looking for Edward Marzetti.
Ah, are you a friend of Mr. Marzetti?
You could say that.
I just have to talk business with him.
I see. But Mr. Marzetti isn't here right now.
Oh.
Where can I find Marzetti?
Ah, I wouldn't know. He's not here now.
Do you know when he'll be here?
Unfortunately, I don't. Mr. Marzetti's a busy person. He's not often in the club.
Why is the stage empty?
It's just a matter of time. Charlotte's show will start soon.
What's it about?
She's the club's main attraction. She's a belly dancer, and when she performs, there's never a free table.
Aha.
Belly dancer. Sounds like a good way to relax.
also good for your
Goodbye.
torso strength.
Goodbye, sir.
Just head back here. Investigate the little boy's
I better
room.
ask a few questions.
Oh, alright. Look at all these shadowy people.
Well, look here. That's Howard, the older beau of little Susan Weber. It's a silver cigarette case with the initials HP. This junk will cost at least what I make in a month. Our dear Howard. I'm not a guy who worked. Hi.
Hi, with whom do I have the pleasure?
Better use a fake name. I'm Ken O'Reilly. I'm a private detective.
Oh, a private detective. Fascinating. And tell me, Riley, are you one of those detectives that always goes around with a gun in their coat?
I hate guns. They just help certain detectives to feel more macho when they would be better off changing jobs instead.
Fascinating opinion. Let me introduce myself. I'm Howard Paul. Feel free to take my business card.
Howard Paul.
Howard Paul, film producer. It looks like a field where there's a lot of money to make.
Oh, but of course the real goal is to make art. Cinema is art.
Hey,
Which
wait,
I
is
guess
this
makes
supposed to
you
be
an
the same voice actor
You
who did
could say that.
Scorobius? He sounds like Scorobius. Like he's completely Scorobius.
What are you doing here?
Oh, very simple. I was here in New York to promote my latest movie, The Little King. Mr. Marsetti insisted on my being his guest for the evening since he seems to be a big fan of mine. We spoke the entire time about how cinema can open up the world.
So, you were already able to get to know Marzetti?
Certainly, an interesting guy. We just ended our chat a few minutes ago.
Oh,
and
yes.
Some urgent business kept him at his office.
Well,
So, Marzetti is still at the joint. The girl at the counter was probably told to say he was out.
Let me just say that we need more people like Marsetti. A true cinemaphile is just as important as a good director.
yes, they help fund things.
What type of movies do you produce?
Obviously, ones that sell well. Adventure, mystery, love stories. The genre doesn't matter. What matters is that it sells. And not to brag, but I never produced a film that didn't sell well. You must have seen The Night of the Falcon, right?
I must have missed it. I'm not a big fan of the movies.
I can assure you that you're one of the few who didn't see it. The critics considered it to be one of the best movies of the last 10 years.
Considering
You
the time
know,
period,
it's about a detective.
how many movies
Just
have there been
like
in the last 10 years?
The director did a great job with the character. He's a real gentleman. He inherited from his family a lovely castle on the Scottish hills.
Hey, could we turn down the saxophone, please?
Him around the world, from Tibet to
Thank you.
ancient Egypt. He knows how to do almost everything. He's a martial arts master, an excellent fencer, and knows more than 8 languages. A great guy.
Right. He matches with most of the detectives I know. If it weren't for a certain dyslexia due to excessive drinking, and the fact that the most luxurious place they have ever slept in was a $1 per night motel.
I think this is 1930s.
You're very funny, and you have the perfect face for the movies.
When I get tired of tailing cheaters and 18-year-old runaways, I'll think about it. Bye, Howard.
Goodbye.
It looks like our Howard likes a lot of the cocktails in here. The waiters can
Alright, anything else here, or do we just go and investigate?
I don't want to sit down now.
Oh,
The
how's
chair is empty, and I don't see any cocktails besides Howard's. He must have come alone.
So what do we got here?
The business card of the famous film producer Howard Paul. I bet that it's with this one that he seduced Harvey Weber's daughter, the tramp.
So, can I just waltz over and...
I better ask a few.
Alright, maybe I can use the card to say that I'm working for him so that I can see the big guy.
This is my business card.
Howard Paul, film producer. Wow, you're a producer? I would have never guessed it from the look of you.
Right. A lot of people take me for an alcoholic ex-police officer.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'd have said the same thing.
yeah,
How come you are here?
I have to see Marzetti. I'm looking for some fresh faces, and I was told that he could help me.
Well, if you're a producer, I guess you wouldn't bother Mr. Marzetti. He loves the movies.
Yes,
and maybe
so I've been
you might
told.
think of me if you have a part in one of your movies.
Sure.
Definitely. You have the perfect face for movies.
Really?
Certainly. And I know what I'm talking about. Going back to Marzetti, can you tell me where he is?
Oh, yes. He's upstairs in the last room at the end of the hall. Take the stairs to the right of the bar.
Thanks.
No problem. Remember, think of me for your movies.
Certainly.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not impersonating the guy, well, anymore. Just needed some directions, and now we can go up and confront him as the private detective. Ooh,
He must be Marzetti's bodyguard. They look like VIP rooms. There are about 6 of them in the hallway.
Alright, so we got another problem. We have a bodyguard in front of the
I
door.
sincerely doubt that these pictures represent the notion of reproduction, as it is meant in the Christian sense of the word.
Well, let's see here.
V, the letter that means 5, has a Roman numeral, and it's also the first letter in the word vendetta.
I would rather not use the gun until absolutely necessary. Especially not
So
to just
now we know what
barge
this
in.
place is really about. It's nothing more than a whorehouse, a high-class whorehouse. Odd. There are some sofas, maybe to make possible spectators comfortable.
Ugh.
I'm not sitting there. It looks like something was going on in this bed.
Let's just leave it at that, shall we?
Rather explicit pictures. That must be Mart's.
Mosquito tent.
Hey, Beast, I want to talk to your boss. That grimace, his size. I've already met this guy. It's the same one that tried to take off my jaw at the port.
Oh, dear.
For a second, I am frozen like a statue, waiting for him to clock me with one of those hooks. Then I think about it. The port was as dark for me as it was for him. He must not have recognized me. At least, not yet.
Oscar, let him pass.
Oscar? Oscar the Polish caterer, Oscar? No.
Come in, sit down.
Are you Edward Marzetti?
That's right, who are you?
I'm Kennel Riley. I'm a private detective.
Kennel Riley. Interesting name. I'd have thought you were Italian from the looks of you.
You have a good eye.
As you can guess, my family's from Italy too. My parents were from a small town near Naples. Tell me, Riley, what brings you here?
I'm just passing by.
Passing by?
More
All
specific.
private detectives are always just passing by.
Right. We like to explore new places.
Come on, Riley. Let's stop faking. You're here for a reason. Which one of my customers is in trouble this time?
Looks like you're used to this type of visit.
This is a speakeasy, Riley. It's full of damn idiots ready to fall right in for the first crook that comes by.
Ah,
Even though
well.
access is reserved. An evening doesn't go by that new faces don't show up in this joint. It's not unusual for one of your colleagues to come by to ask questions about someone who should not have been here.
So, access to your joint is less restricted than it seems?
Looks like it. Only people on a specific list should come up.
I'm
But I
sure
doubt
Oscar
you were
has a
on it,
great
and
singing
yet
voice.
You're here.
Aren't you worried by how easy it is to get into your joint?
Not really.
The only reason for the password at the door is to make it seem exclusive for the regulars. That's it.
Huh. Alright.
I heard you're a movies fan.
Ah, I bet you've shared a few words with old Howard. That guy's a genius. You'd never think it to see him. He falls head over heels for the first woman he meets, but he has a nose for movies. He hasn't made a film that hasn't sold out.
I'm sure that the directors might have some credit too.
Nearly all of the scripts that he has funded were, on paper, on the edge of decency, but he knew how to make the most out of them. Helped out by his financial resources, of course, and he isn't short on them.
That's
Why
always
did you
great.
invite him?
I have money to spend lately, and I've decided to invest it in the movies. They seem to have a good business potential. I've been courting old Howard for months to finance one of his films, but he's a tough guy. He always wants to do everything by himself. But sooner or later, I'll convince him, I'm sure.
Talk to me about the joint.
It's one of the many joints where the New York haves come to have fun. They drink their cocktails, they hang out with a pretty girl, and the next morning they go back and wag their finger at alcoholism and prostitution as the main reasons why the city's going to the dogs.
So, your position lets you stay above all of them?
Nah.
You could say that. Who do you believe governs the world? Those who have the power or those who know their secrets?
Managing a place like this lets you have more power than the people who come here.
Yes,
That's right,
that's
Riley.
what we just
You're
said.
a quick study.
I do what I can.
Ah, you're a great guy.
Right. And you should see the tattoo of the Balinese dancer that I have on my right thigh.
What? Where did that come from?
What do you do for a living?
Manage.
I have a few joints in New York and a couple in Los Angeles.
Oh,
I know
wait,
that you
Los
started
Angeles?
from Little Italy.
I see you have been gathering information about me. I bought my first joint in the center of Little Italy called New Naples in honor of my hometown. There was still prohibition at the time, but with the right connections, it was easy to make money. The rest came on its own.
You're self-made, as they say.
I'm a rather determined guy, Riley. If I want something, I get it.
Bye, Marzetti.
It's been a pleasure to talk with you, Riley. Come back to see me. I'll tell the bartender to let you in whenever you want. Just give your last name at the call box. You're not the kind of guy who lets a password get in his way.
Huh. Well, that didn't...
Marzetti is a shrewd guy. I'll have to be very careful. I certainly can't simply ask him whether he knew Sean.
Right.
But I'm sure I can find something interesting in his office. But how can I get in there without him being there?
Okay.
I'm not a...
Alright. Sorry.
Hi, Howard.
Oh,
Tell me about the offer that Marzetti made you.
I understand you've also had the pleasure of speaking with Marzetti.
News
Yes,
travels
let's
fast.
say I've had the pleasure.
He didn't send you here to convince me to accept his offer, did he?
No,
No
no.
one sent me. I'm just curious.
His offer is very attractive, but I usually work alone. I don't like partners or investors that stick their nose in the production, or worse, in the direction.
So you don't plan on accepting it?
Oh no. Marzetti could offer me all the tea in China, but I'm faithful to my job and I wouldn't change it for anything.
Oh, come on.
Tell... Yes.
He did
No one.
his offer, or worse.
So,
Oh no.
bye.
Goodbye.
Surely he has a price.
No. Better leave her to her cocktails and her acting dreams.
Well, I don't... I've lost my, thing there. Well, I could probably go talk to this guy, Marzetti, and
Come
say...
in, sit down.
And, tell him that the other guy's not interested.
Riley,
Nope.
Bye,
goodbye.
Better not.
Oh.
I'm sure that he's the same guy who attacked me, but I better be cautious. If he recognizes me, I would have even more problems than I already have.
Yeah, eye problems, leg problems, arm problems.
They look like VI.
Huh. Well, we got 5 minutes. About to wrap this up. What to do? What to do? Aw, I can't watch the show? That's no fair.
I don't want to sit down now.
Oh.
The chair is empty. Howard, maybe he could be helpful to get Marzetti out of his office so that I could take a look around. I'm not a guy. The way.
So how do I get Howard to deal with him? On the counter? Like on the bar?
The word kitchen is over the door. I guess they make food in there. Going for no reason into the kitchen of an illegal joint. I'd say that's the least intelligent way to pass unnoticed.
Can I get Howard to do something? Let's see. He really likes girls.
No. No. Better. A young, attractive. Hi, how?
Oh, hot.
I've already been through all these topics.
Bye, Howard.
Goodbye.
Wait, this isn't the guy that we took the photos of at the very beginning of the game, is it?
I don't see how.
See, this is why I wanted to develop the film. Because then I'd be able to look at it and say, hey, it's that guy.
No.
I could give the film to... Could I give the film to Marzetti as blackmail? I might have to go actually do the photo developing now. Because you wouldn't have to... I can appreciate the Chekhov's gun. I just really wish I was able to do the photo developing earlier.
I don't see.
It's something you could do while you're thinking. Presumably.
Come in, sit down. Riley.
Bye, Mark.
Goodbye.
All right. It's a light bulb.
The glass cover does.
Ah, okay. We got a little puzzle here. Oop.
It's too hot to.
Napkin. Or
Yes, I should be able. Good. I let it cool down a bit. Now I can get it. With this, the room will become a perfect dark room.
all right. I'm gonna go do that because that loose end has been annoying me for so long, and we'll call it there. I think. So let's get these photos developed. Finally. Hey, Sean, I got the photos. I can do the photos now. And Sean looks at you and says, "What you talking about?"
Let me get.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm talking to you, you know.
Essex Street, Lower East Side.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Finally. Alright, do I have to use... Oh, the handkerchief has been used, so I don't have to clean it anymore.
Yes, this lamp is perfect to get the right atmosphere that I need to develop photographs.
He trips over himself, falls over, spills film developer all over himself. Okay.
Good. It's time to play photographer. The magnifier shoots its light beam, focusing right on the photographic paper. I take the page, and then I put it in the developing liquid, then in the fastener, and finally, I rinse it with water. I let the photograph dry for a while.
2 hours
15 minutes,
later.
and the magic is done.
15.
Now I have a nice picture of Howard romancing with Harvey Weber's stepdaughter.
All right.
The photographs that show Howard with Harvey Weber's daughter. Something tells me that I'll never get paid for these photos.
Tink. All right, we're gonna leave. I'm just gonna get to the place, and we'll stop there. Ow! Ooh! Ow! Ooh! Two
Let me
men.
guess. We have to go somewhere.
Yes, 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 we do. Okay.
65th Street, Upper East Side.
Whatever you want.
2 men would be even more scandalous, wouldn't it? Oops.
It's the service door for the...
Yes, yes.
It's closed.
Iron.
Yes?
It's Riley.
Of course, Mr. Riley.
All right, and we'll stop right here. There we go. All right, where's that save button? Save button, save button. Click, click. I'm old-fashioned. I like making my saves manually. And there we go. All right, all right. There. Sorry for my fumbling. As I said, it has been a couple weeks since I played this game, but good to be back into it. We will be unraveling the mysteries and the intrigue more next week. So, thank you for watching. As you there we go. So, same bat time, same Phoenix channel next week. Thanks for watching, and cheers. Oh, is there a rating system on the channel now? That'd be great. All right.